Have you ever seen a woman you were attracted to, but instead of walking up to her, thoughts start going on in your head? What if she rejects me? What if I say something stupid? So you stand there overthinking while someone else walks up and starts a conversation with her instead. Does that sound familiar? Most dating advice on YouTube tells you to memorize pickup lines, play mind games, or act alpha. But what if I told you that none of that actually works in the long run? In his book, Models Attract Women Through Honesty, Mark Manson argues that self-improvement and not being needy makes you more attractive. In this video, we will go over the core behavior that drives female attraction and how to handle vulnerability and expressing yourself. I've been showing you vulnerability on a weekly basis by expressing how much your likes, comments, and subs mean to me. So make sure to keep doing it. This channel is growing fast, but it can only grow with your help. Imagine yourself in 2 years when you'll be able to look back and say, I was one of his first 1,000 subscribers. Now that is a flex that money can't buy. But anyway, back to the video. Let's start with the key, being non-needy. Neediness is basically living for someone else's approval. It's when you constantly try to impress people instead of just being yourself. Or you get anxious if someone doesn't respond the way you want them to. Or when you feel like you need a relationship just to be happy. Women can sense neediness. It's not about words, it's an energy, an instinct. Just like when you can tell when someone is desperate for attention, they can tell when you're desperate for their approval. However, being non-needy isn't about being selfish or uncaring. It's about controlling your own thoughts and emotions instead of trying to control how others feel about you. Think of it like this. A needy guy is like a shaky Jenga tower. One wrong move and he crumbles. A non-needy guy is like a brick house. Solid, secure, and not falling apart if someone pulls a piece out. Now, when you're attracted to someone, you should care about them. But attraction isn't just about muscles, money, or a six-pack. Even though those things don't hurt, it's about how you make a woman feel. Women want to feel comfortable and secure around you. It's why a confident guy with a sense of humor is more attractive than a rich guy who's constantly insecure. It's why status isn't just about money. It's about how you carry yourself, and why the way you act is more important than the way you look. Now let's talk about seduction. There are 2 ways seduction happens. The first is fake non-neediness, where a guy pretends he's not invested, plays games, acts distant, and tries to make the woman chase him. It might work in the short term, but it always falls apart. The second is genuine non-neediness, where a guy is truly secure in himself. He wants her, but he doesn't need her to feel whole. This is what builds real attraction. The best dating advice isn't about texting techniques, playing hard to get, or memorizing pickup lines. It's about self-improvement. Get rid of insecurities, work on your goals, and build a life that makes you happy, whether you're single or in a relationship. Because if every woman you date is crazy or unstable, guess what? The common denominator is you. Your dating life is a mirror of your confidence, maturity, and emotional health. So instead of chasing approval, focus on being the best version of yourself. Ironically, that's what makes you the most attractive. Next in line is the power in vulnerability. Being vulnerable is one of the most powerful things you can do because it shows you're not afraid of the consequences. It's the opposite of neediness. It's confidence in its purest form. As Robert Glover once said, humans are attracted to each other's rough edges. People don't connect over perfection, they connect over realness. That's why telling a funny story about an embarrassing moment makes people like you more than bragging about how great you are. When you share your real thoughts and feelings, you force yourself to own them. If you admit something you're embarrassed about, you take away its power. Think about it. When someone trips and falls in public, then laughs it off and says, well, that was grateful, everyone else laughs with them, not at them. But when someone tries to act like nothing happened, it's just awkward. The same goes for emotions. Feeling ashamed or embarrassed is just part of being human. It's not the end of the world. At the end of the day, what we all want is a strong, independent partner who makes us feel safe enough to be ourselves. A relationship where both people can be open, honest, and unafraid to show who they really are. Vulnerability isn't weakness. It's the foundation of real connection. Now let's talk about the next point in the book, the gift of truth. Imagine you're at a car dealership and the salesman keeps nodding a little too hard and telling you, this is the best car in the lot. You'd be crazy not to buy it. You don't trust him, right? Something feels off. Now imagine another salesman who says, honestly, this car is great for city driving, but if you want something for long road trips, I'd recommend this other one. That guy instantly seems more trustworthy. It's the same thing in dating. What you say matters less than why you say it. You can't fake honesty, and people can sense when someone's being real versus when they're just trying to get something. If you act nice just to get a woman's attention, that's not kindness, it's manipulation, and people can feel it. Humans have this built-in instinct. If something comes too easily, we don't trust it. If someone likes us before we've done anything to earn it, we wonder why. That's why someone trying too hard to impress often has the opposite effect. It makes them seem desperate. True confidence isn't just about trying to make people like you. It's about being okay whether they do or not. If your only reason for wanting a woman is to prove something to other people, that's a huge red flag. Not for her, but for you. What's driving you? Why do you need that validation? Until you understand that, no amount of dating advice will help you. Even if there's mutual attraction, relationships don't always work. Maybe your values don't match, maybe she lives on the other side of the country, maybe she's looking for something casual and you want something serious. Compatibility is more than just chemistry, and the truth is, most people you meet won't be the right fit for you. That's not rejection, it's just life. And the sooner you accept that, the more relaxed, confident, and genuinely attractive you become. Now let's look into the next point Mark Manson discussed in his book, polarization. Imagine walking into an ice cream shop. You see dozens of flavors: chocolate, vanilla, mint, chip, rocky road. Some flavors instantly make your mouth water, others not so much. And then there are those you're on the fence about. Maybe you've never tried them before. Maybe they look interesting, but you're not sure if you like them. Now think of attraction in the same way. Some women will be instantly interested in you. These are the receptive ones. Some won't be interested at all. These are unreceptive women. But then there's a middle group, the neutral ones. They don't dislike you, but they're not sold on you either. And just like that mystery ice cream flavor, they need a little push to decide if you're into you or not. The neutral group is where polarization comes in. It's about forcing a decision. A woman won't figure out if she likes you while you stand there awkwardly waiting for a sign. You have to do something. Crack a joke, tease her about her obsession with pumpkin spice lattes, ask her a random fun question like, what's your absolute favorite thing in the world? This isn't just small talk, it's a test. If she lights up and gets excited, you know she's passionate and self-aware. If she shrugs and says, I don't know, food I guess, then she's probably not for you. Either way, you've made her decide. The friend zone happens when a guy meets a receptive or neutral woman but never takes action. It's like being given a winning lottery ticket and never cashing it in. If you sit on the sidelines waiting for her to make a move, she's going to assume you're not interested. Or worse, she'll put you in the just friends category. Polarization is powerful. It's when you express yourself openly without fear of what she might think. Complimenting a woman on how she looks? That's polarization. Playfully teasing her about being late? That's polarization. Dressing like you actually care about yourself? Everything that makes you attractive also makes you stand out. And standing out means some women will love you while others won't. That's the point. It's not a disadvantage. That's just how life works. Make sure you stick around and subscribe to the channel as we're going to be releasing a part 2 to this video very soon. See you next time.